What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to try to win as many games as possible using Pokemon only suggested by my viewers. Now, I myself am a very meta-centric player. I love using Pokemon that are just the top of the top. I don't oftentimes use the spiciest picks I could, but whenever I let my chat choose what Pokemon I'm going to run, they choose some of the craziest things I could possibly imagine. Now, that does lead to some games that are just complete RPS against me, but it also leads to some of the coolest wins that I could possibly imagine. Pokemon like Shadow Sharpedo are very surprising in what they can do, and there's a lot of games like that today that are just some of the most interesting wins you could possibly see. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into the battles and see what my chat has in store. Triple normal? I guess we're playing triple normal. This could maybe have a chance at working out. Alright, we got an opponent. We'll see Wigglytuff into Altaria. Well, there we go. I gotta say, that's a pretty good lead. I have two Pokemon in the backline that are not the best necessarily to Altaria, so we'll see how they play this out. Okay, Licky Licky. Well, I have a double kick user that can just ramp up with triple axle. They have to go body slams here too, which is a little bit less efficient than going for shadow balls. So I think this is looking pretty good for us so far. Yeah, because Lopunny's kind of bulky. At least bulkier than you might give it credit for. So I can survive two body slams, and I should be able to get two attacks off myself. And if I can land a triple axle, and then get a triple axle into that Altaria, we're in such a good spot. 3, 4... Okay. So they should be at 1, so 2 away from the next move. What do I want to do here as a Lopunny? I don't know. I feel like a play that I might be kind of inclined to go for, though, is just like the one-shield farm down. Because if I have 2 attacks ready to go, either I chip down the final Pokemon quite a bit, or I just knock out the Altaria. Oh, I'm bad at this game. I thought they were 1 away from that move. You know what? That's fine. We still have 2 attacks here. What are they going to bring in? It's probably Altaria, right? But I have triple axle. It's super effective. I've already boosted my attack stat up 1 stage. So surely this does quite a bit. Triple axle going to come through. They shield. They have to double shield then, if they're going to shield once, right? I mean, this might still not knock them out, but I'm kind of surprised they shield the first one. Second one comes through. We get a double shield? They must be scared of the Lopunny. I mean, I would be. It's kind of a freaky Pokemon. What's in the back then? What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, but I do have Crunch. A little bit of a core breaker here, not gonna lie, but having Crunch gives us at least a little bit of neutral play against this Pokemon. Maybe there's a chance here still. Because if I can Icy Wind against that Altaria, then I can just one-shot them. And Crunch does quite a bit of damage too. How much does a Rock Tomb do to us? Does that put us into farm down range before I can get to another Crunch plus Body Slam? It's gonna be close. I don't know for sure. I'll go for the Crunch here, though, just to get as much damage as I can. And it's going to come down to what Wigglytuff can do later on this game. I have to hope that Wiggly is just the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go. And, like, there's a chance it is. Do I get the Body Slam, though? Maybe? Come on, Greedant! Wait, Greedant! Greedant, are you crazy? Maybe Greedant's the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go. We get the Body Slam off. I think this knocks out despite the debuff, right? And then we just have Wigglytuff into Altaria. We're back to where we started and we get the win. Let's go. Mr. Mime! Yes! We got the Mr. Mime. We got Dark Double Psychic. Oh my goodness. Wait, this seems kind of funny. I kind of like it. Although a single bug type would be very bad for us. Alright. Wait, did I queue up into, I think I queued up into the wrong meta. I think this is not Jungle Cup. I think this is the new battle system, like the Preview Cup. Yeah, it's looking like it. But maybe we're still gonna have some play this game? Was that a CMP? Wait, if that was a CMP, I might actually still have some play. We get the Shadow Ball through, that's going to get his shield. And that right there hopefully sets us up for the endgame, because Primeape, once it goes down shields, is pretty useless. I would love it if they, like, fully charge this, but likely they are going to go for an undercharge here. Yeah, nice undercharge by them. But, I mean, I still get a lot of energy out of my Meowscarada from this Pokemon, because they have to go for Ice Beam to do any real damage to us. And, like, then surely my Oranguru in the back is going to pop off. 7. I'll shield this up. They could bait us here. I don't think a bait's a bad play by them, but I don't know if it's the best play they could go for, because that wouldn't guarantee a shield. And we do go for a shield on that move. In comes a Primeape, and I mean, I have one of the hardest answers to Primeape in the game, right? They have to go for close combat here to be able to knock us out. Well, that wouldn't even knock us out, but, like, do they even run close combat on the Shadow? This one's not running it. It's on Ice Punch. So we survive that pretty easily. And I should survive the next one, too, if they get there, which they do, unfortunately. But now I have a lot of energy on my Oranguru. I have my Meowscarada as well that might be able to put in some work this game. Oh, I got knocked out there. So what I meant to say is we only have Meowscarada, but if anyone can pull off an endgame win here, it should be this thing. Oh, hold on. Maybe that's actually true. Aegislash in the back. We'll see how this goes. I know that Aegislash is very bulky. I think I need to get to 4 Night Slashes here to have a chance, and a boost would be really helpful. No boost. Okay, they're at 10 right now, so they have access to a Shadow Ball. How much damage can I do, though? I need to do just enough damage this game to be able to put them into 3-shot range. Oh, and they throw instantly here. Interesting. So they're going to get a Psycho Cut of energy, but also I'm going to land a Leafage of damage against them. Okay, but we're going to make sure that they don't go for a catch. We wait a turn. We go for the Night Slash, and now we need to make sure a catch doesn't happen here. They do shield, that makes sense. I would love a boost at some point. I don't think I'm going to get one, though. Okay, we wait the turn. Night Slash once again going to be thrown. Is this enough damage? Please tell me it somehow is. I would be so happy if we could knock out this Aegislash here. It knocks out. We Leafage down the Feraligatr. And we get the win. Let's go. Okay. What is this team? I don't even think this is even remotely possible to get a win with. All right, next opponent. I think we're back to the Jungle Cup at the very least. Shadow Talonflame into Shadow Talonflame. All right. I guess my Toxicroak avoids this, although this is a little bit of a precarious matchup here. It kind of depends on who wins CMP to see who comes out really on top in this. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to Flame Charge first, because I think that's always the play. If you Flame Charge first, you can get more Incinerate damage. And then that damage should be able to, hopefully, in the 2-shield matchup, incinerate them all the way down. This might be an absolutely crazy play here, but what I might commit to is I might not throw another charge attack in this matchup. I might just go full fast move pressure here. Yeah, they go for Flame Charge as well. That makes sense. It's like, if I get a full Incinerate Sneak, maybe I can farm them all the way down here. But it looks like they might be going for that as well. No. Okay, I think that's actually a really smart play by both of us there. We never want to give the other person the option of having a lot of damage against the backline, so just opting for the tie, I think, is a pretty smart play there. I'm going to bring in Toxicroak. Oh, no, I shouldn't have. Uh-oh. Psywave. Oh, what is this? I actually would have been in a decent spot had I got this in a different order. Although, like, my Dunsparce sucks against both of these Pokemon. Oh, no. That's not good. I mean, they just have us here, right? They CMP just for good measure. Ah, man, of course it's the Psywave user. Like, Toxicroak could have had a really good matchup in the backline, but, I mean, Pangoro and Malamar, both for my poor Dunsparce. I don't know what we could have done with that. I mean, this team could work out. Flamingo's a pretty cool Pokemon. Never tried it out, though. All right, next game. Flamingo, are you gonna win? I don't know. There's a chance. Oh, okay, actually, wait, that's a really good lead. What the heck? That's a huge core breaker for them. My backline is, like, really good if it doesn't see a fighting type, too. So, we'll see what happens. You know, I think a close combat would still hurt quite a bit. I'm gonna shield this up. We'll see what they want to do, though. Maybe they stay and maybe they swap out. I would imagine... Oh, well, they Rock Slide, so it's probably a good thing I shielded that up. You see a more Peko State Swap as well. So it's a good thing that we have our Pilot One in the backline here. That should be able to tank the damage. They could be on Seed Bomb, but the good news is even if they are on Seed Bomb, I'm not exactly going to get one-shot by that. They are actually on Seed Bomb, which is a little bit crazy, but I also kind of respect it. I could have come in with my Pawniard here, I guess, but I don't think Pawniard would have necessarily loved to try to take an Aura Wheel, so I think this is still the right play. They're at 4 right now, so they have access to a Seed Bomb. We do get a shield, all right. And now they're at back-to-back moves. As in, like, a Psychic Fangs plus Seed Bomb. But likely they don't have Psychic Fangs if they're on Seed Bomb, right? It'd be a little bit crazy to me if they were. But, you know, I guess they could be. Okay, we'll go for the Icicle Spear here. And at this point, maybe they shield this, maybe they don't. Those are the two options here in the Go Battle League. They do let it go, all right. I should get a move off if they don't end up going and throwing energy themselves. Yeah, they do let us throw this. I think there's a good chance here that they're going to instantly throw or swap out right now. Actually, they don't. Odd. All right. I'll bring in Poniard, and this might be crazy, but I wall the energy, probably. It's probably Night Slash and Rock Slide, right? So maybe this is a terrible play, but maybe it's not, because I have so much energy on Flamingo. Oh, they are on close combat? That's insane. Not what I was expecting, not at all, but I have a lot of energy on Flamingo. I thought for sure they would not have that moveset. They do Rock Slide, but I'm neutral to that, rather. Wait, is there still a chance? Double Upper Hand might still be enough. Hold on. Please, Flamingo! Oh, that does so much damage! The Flamingo! It's too good! What? Okay, well that was a roller coaster. Although, man, Poniard probably would have walled this thing in the backline. I sacrificed the little guy for no reason. I'm not going to say this team's good, but I will say it intrigues me a little bit. I mean, we can hope that this team can put in some work. I feel like it's more real than some of the teams I've seen. Well, what's your moveset? If this is Bug Bite, then I am good to stay in here. If it's on Volt Switch, I mean, I still have to stay in. But, like, it's just not great to see. Alright. I mean, at least Volt Switch doesn't do that much damage, right? And they likely have to go for Rock Tombs here to knock us out. I mean, they could Sand Tomb us to debuff our defense if they might think that I'm going to get a guaranteed shield. Oh, they actually shield that up. Alright. I mean, I'm going to shield this. I think there's a pretty good chance right now that they're going to go for a Rock Tomb. Yeah, they do. Nice. They could have Sand Tombed. Like, that's the one thing that I wasn't really sure of. Because, like, it wouldn't be a terrible play for them to do that. A Sand Tomb there, while it wouldn't debuff my attack stat, it would make it so these Volt Switches do even more damage to us. Okay, they let that go. Wait, they let me get the next move off? That's kind of big, actually. Either I get a shield or a knockout with this Thunder Punch. And since this is on Volt Switch, my backline, especially my Umbreon, is not in that bad of a spot here. Looks like they would farm us down, but they don't actually go for it. Kind of surprised they wouldn't. They probably can't Sand Tomb us here to knock us out. Actually, well, okay, never mind, they can. They can, what am I talking about? Don't mind me. And I can tank a debuff here. Umbreon's pretty bulky, right? So it's not going to do that much to us. I can switch out. We have a shield advantage Muck, by the way. Nothing beats a shield advantage Muck in the Go Bad League. That's maybe the best thing that you could have. Alright, well, that might. At least we have our Umbreon. Debuffed, sure, but we still have our Umbreon against this. I can get 3 foul plays off. I need 4, though, to knock out. Maybe 5, because that is crazy how little that does. But, we'll keep tapping. We'll see what we can do. Maybe Muck has, like, one good matchup. Show me the Togekiss in the backline. I'm honestly just going to stay in here. I feel like that's probably the play. We'll see what moves they start throwing, though. There's a good chance they have Stone Edge Aqua Tail, but they could be on Mud Bomb as well, so I don't really want my Muck to see that. And honestly, Aqua Tail does just about as much as a debuffed foul play, so maybe this isn't as bad as one might think. This is our 3rd foul play. The 4th move might almost knock him out. Wait a second! I literally name-dropped this Pokemon. This is actually really good for us, because I clear my debuff, and I can just overfarm here, Thunder Punch, and then hopefully win? If they're not on Mud Bomb, they don't have an easy way to knock out Muck with that Quagsire. Alright, Muck. Alright, Muck. You found the one matchup that you're not completely useless. Now, please tell me this knocks out. This better knock out. It does. Okay. I don't even know if a Mud Bomb from a non-Shadow Quagsire would be enough here. They could come in with their Fortress here too, right? But I don't know if that would be the right play either, because I don't get knocked out by an attack from this thing. So I can actually just bank up some energy here. They will Sand Tomb us, it looks like. But now, all I need is to get a move off with my Umbreon. Okay, I guess they go for a bit of a combo play there, but I am so fine with that. Aqua Tail wouldn't even be enough, I don't think, from this range. No, I can just save that energy. And as long as I knock out the Quagsire now, I should win, because I have that Thunder Punch loaded. How did we win this one? Okay, I haven't won yet. There's always a chance that we lose somehow. But I'm pretty sure we win. I'm pretty sure we just win. Like, how does that Fortress knock us out? They don't. Okay, let's go. Muck. It's too good. It's actually a pretty bulky Pokemon. So we don't respect Ice. That's what I noticed first and foremost. Second of all, it's kind of a cool team. I mean, Zapdos double ground. I don't see any way this could go wrong. All right, next opponent. We will see Zapdos into Talonflame. Oh boy. Well, I would imagine this is really bad for us, but I have Ancient Power. Maybe they don't realize that. But, like, I'm a little bit core broken here by a Talonflame. Counters are adding up. Oh, I don't outpace them. I thought I did. I know back in the day I would have. But this is not pre-nerfed counter. Like, honestly, counter's been nerfed for so long now. I have, like, the old count still in my head. It's crazy. Alright, well, let's go for the Ancient Power. Maybe they think I don't have anything that can threaten them, right? I only have Fighting-type moves, right? Surely? They do shield that. We'll go for the catch, I guess. At least they didn't Flame Charge us, right? That might mean they're on Brave Bird, or it could mean that they just feel like not throwing Flame Charge. They should be dry now. And they are staying in, at least for a second. They might just bank up some more energy and switch out. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. So they have a Fly loaded in the backline. And not only that, they have a Diggersby that's going to hard counter our poor little Clodsire here. But I should be outside of Scorching Sands range at the very least. That's about all that I have going for me, though. We'll go for the Earthquake here before they throw energy. Yeah, I don't know how we win this one, but we'll keep it going. Maybe there's a chance. All right, we're doing this. I don't know what this is, but we've done it. We're committing to it, and surely it's going to work out. Oh my goodness. Well, we survive a Hyper Beam at least. That's kind of cool. This is so bad. Because, like, they have a move on that Talonflame, so I don't know exactly how we can even have a chance at winning this game. Man, I know I wouldn't have won that CMP anyway. Actually, maybe I could have. I should have, like, tried to call that, I guess, but I don't know if it's possible to call that. And there's so many problems with what's happening right now. I mean, maybe there's a chance. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know. There's always a chance. We'll go for the Stone Edge, and we'll see if we get a shield. We do. And they throw instantly. I might see the third Pokemon this game. This is big news. What could I even beat? I don't think there's anything that I'd have a chance at beating. Like, if I didn't have to throw a Charge Attack here, maybe. Actually, I don't see the third Pokemon. That sucks. They just Quick Attack us down. Okay. I guess today's a Talonflame kind of day. A lot of Talonflames. Don't love to see that. Okay, I guess we are going to see the third. Okay, it's a Shadow Gyarados. That is... I wish I could be using my Ufisk team from yesterday. Piloswine, again, does not exist. Alright, let's hope we don't see a Piloswine. Surely one of the most common Pokemon in the meta will not be here. Okay, well, not a great lead necessarily, but at the very least, it's not a Piloswine. Like, the problem is I don't really have a great way to deal with Oranguru aside from my Mandibuzz. So, I kind of have to stay in at least for a second here. I'm going to go instantly for a Sludge, and then I'm going to switch out, because this way I can get a zero-turn swap. I can sync up my Gusts to the, whatever they're called, the Confusions. And maybe that's going to be helpful, but I don't know for sure. Riddle Swing going to come through. It does do a decent chunk of damage, but we do survive it. Licky Licky comes in. Alright. Don't like seeing that. But we did kind of need to bait this out. Maybe I shouldn't have Brave Birded. Maybe I should have gone for the Air Cutter here. But I want to guarantee damage right now. They get his shield. Yeah, that's actually kind of bad that I did that then. Because now they get a full rollout down. And I don't know necessarily if I want to be taking this damage on my Swalot. But I guess we're going to try to. The one good thing is we've seen 2 normal types so far, so surely that means the third Pokemon in the backline is like another normal type, and surely that normal type is going to be something I have play into with Mandibuzz. Like, I don't know, not a Wigglytuff. Surely it's a Furret. A Furret in the backline would be playable. We'll see, though. Ow. We sludge this, because, I mean, honestly, we kind of have to do something with our Swalot at this point. And they are at another move right now. That is a decent chunk of damage, though. We'll go for a catch here, I guess, because it's not like rollouts do that much damage, and Body Slam as well, not the strongest move in the game. So I can survive these charge attacks, and we just hope that at this point Mandibuzz is a good enough core breaker to the team. It's not looking amazing so far, but like this isn't the hardest answer as far as fairy types go into Mandibuzz. I don't know though if I two-shot with Shadow Ball. If I do, then we're still in business. We come close, I guess. But Mandy has so much work to do this game. I'll shield the first just in case it is a Dazzling Gleam. I have seen a couple of Dazzling Gleam Togekiss in this meta. Okay, they're at 4, 5. That's only an Aurus here, so I think I do have to no-shield it. We'll see what they do. They're probably going to try to go for a catch at some point. I wouldn't be surprised with that, at least. They let that go. Interesting. I mean, there's not an easy way for that Oranguru to knock out my Mandibuzz, right? So, maybe there's still a chance here? But, I don't know. Because I need to be able to knock out this Licky Licky as well. And I don't know if I will be able to. No, it has way too much energy. It has way too much energy on it. If I could have got a Sludge off here. The problem is I do give a farm down over if that happens. Yeah, we just lose. That is like through and through as RPS as it can be, while still giving me a little bit of hope. I wouldn't say this is like a meta team that I would actually ever run for anything, but I could see this team maybe having a little bit of a chance. Well, we'll see if we can pick up a decent lead here. Greedant is pretty spammy, but it's not necessarily, you know, the best Pokemon in any sense of any word. We do see a Eufisk lead, though. Wish I had Trailblaze here. I have Crunch, which, like, Crunch isn't a bad attack, but it's not really the move you want to throw here. I have so much energy just by spamming out these body slams, but they also are a pretty bulky Pokemon, so I bet this matchup's pretty neutral. My Mudshots are super effective, though. Surely that's gonna do a lot of damage to this. Let's see, Mud Bomb likely coming through. Yeah, Mud Bomb makes sense. If I get rid of this Pokemon, I think my Articuno will be a little bit happier in the backline, despite the fact that, you know, this thing is weak to Ice-type damage. It's still an Electric type, right? So, not the best Pokemon to see. Got another Mud Bomb here. It does a decent chunk. In fact, the next one will knock us out, so that's good to know. Right, back-to-back Body Slam now. And we will see if there's ever a chance that Greedant can put this into farm down range for our backline. We CMP here just to make sure that we get as much damage as possible. Body Slam, again, is not going to knock him out. It's actually kind of sad how bad this matchup is, saying I technically have super effective damage into them right now. We'll let this go, though. Once this is gone, surely this is their one and only answer to my Articuno. We're not giving a farm down over. We bait out a Licky Licky, actually. I wonder if, like, the final Pokemon could be like a flyer. Like, Gyarados would make some sense. They're at 6 right now. I'm going for a foul play just to not debuff myself. They're making it so I have to throw a move first. They're playing it smart by overfarming. But baiting this out is kind of big, because Articuno is really bad into Rock-type damage, obviously, and I think that Licky Licky is one of the best Rock-type users in this meta. In fact, I couldn't really name another one if I had to. They're at 7 right now. So back-to-back moves. I mean, they could Hyper Beam us, I guess. I'm going to shield this up, just in case. It's Shadow Ball, so still a decent shield, despite the fact it's not exactly what we thought it could be. We'll go for an attempted CMP, but they actually overfarm. So, nice play by them. So they should be at 6 right now, back-to-back Body Slams. And they throw the first. Okay. Well, what do we want to do? Do we think the final Pokemon is something that my Articuno is able to beat? That's honestly a tricky question. I don't think I want to invest all the way in that. Okay, we'll go for a catch here. Like, I could have caught this on my Greedant, but I wanted to catch on a Pokemon that, even if I don't catch on it, I can still get some use out of. So by catching here, like, Body Slam does some damage to us, but it doesn't do as much as they'd like. And there is the Gyarados in the back line. I could go for an Ancient Power to do super effective damage, or I could Icy Wind. Let's see what I'd rather do here, though. Aqua Tail, not going to do too much. I think Icy Wind's the play, just to try to force them to throw a second move against us. Because if they have to throw a second move here, that should mean that I can reach a foul play with my Malamar. Okay. Ancient Power doesn't do all that much more damage. It's honestly not a great move. They don't throw. They try to go for the full farm down. Articuno. Okay, wait a second. Articuno's kind of cool. It's way bulkier than you'd think it would be. At least for, like, most legendaries, right? Most legendaries are pretty squishy Pokemon in GBL, but Articuno's got some bulk to it. And now we have a superpower. We technically get a 3-ball flex on him. Okay. That was a cool team. I'm glad we were able to pick up a win, though. All right. I mean, Greedant was not good into Stunfisk in the lead, but Malamar in the backline, and I guess Articuno put in enough work to win us the game. We'll take it. You know, I've never used Garbodor in the Go Battle League. There's probably a reason for that. All right, Go-Goat into Lantern. Wait, okay. I didn't realize it was possible to actually get, like, a good lead. With that said, we'll see what they have in the back line, because there's a good chance that whatever they have in the back is not super great for me. And we are seeing that with the Shadow Quillfish. I'm going to go for a Leaf Blade here. And at this point, I think I have to hope that Garbodor is a good enough Pokemon to be able to survive, like, one attack from this thing. And I think it is, right? It's not going to get one shot. There's no way. They're at 8, so they're at back-to-back Aqua Tails. So they're at 4. That still hurts. 5. I mean, I have to shield. I need Switch. I kind of wish I had a bigger attack to throw here that wasn't, like, either resisted or Body Slam. But we can go for the Body Slam right now. And I guess we just hope that we can Infestation down after the fact. They do shield, actually. Interesting. I guess I double shield. Like, I kind of need this Quillfish chip down anyway. My team's a little bit soft to it. So we'll shield this up. Infestation into Body Slam, and we'll see if Body Slam somehow does 50% to this Pokemon. I'm going to be so honest when I say I don't think it does. It's not even close, actually. Well, that sucks. So we just lose this game, don't we? We just lose. I don't see what we can do to not lose this. But at least we can go here for the Powder Snow down. And we'll see the Lantern come in, and then we'll see, like, a Talonflame just to punish the fact that I don't have the right moveset. Actually, it's a Wigglytuff in the back line. I don't think 2 Leaf Blades knock out, but if they somehow did, I would be very grateful. They're at 3. Oh, they actually do. But I don't think I get the next one off before a Swift. Man, no, they can't, like, give me a chance and then, like, take it away, and then give me a chance and then take it away. They can't do that. Like, they just did, but they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have done that to us. I guess we're just gonna use Sharpedo as, like, just that funny guy in the lead that's gonna get a shield advantage and then win. Alright, next opponent. We'll see Shadow Sharpedo into Shadow Abomasnow. I will admit, not my favorite lead matchup, but I do have ways around this Pokemon. I tried to instantly switch out, but it decides to stay in just for fun. But that's fine, because actually we bait out a Togekiss here, which is not really an answer into Shadow Charizard. It's not bad, I guess, but it's going to be a Pokemon that's always going to be a little bit behind just because I have the energy lead. I did want to throw first, and it looks like we do end up getting a no-shield from them. They're at 6 right now. All right. The problem is Shadow Sharpedo is one of those funny Pokemon that once shields are down, it is a little bit completely useless. And it looks like since I didn't get a boost, I'm not actually able to farm down here with my Charizard. But we'll see what they do here. Maybe they shield, maybe they don't. It's like a 50-50, I guess. They do shield. I think the best play is actually going to be to no-shield this myself. Because, I mean, sure, I'm not going to have a lot of play into that Abomasnow with my Sharpedo, but they still have to probably go for a Weather Ball to knock us out. And I'm only 2 more Waterfalls away. I say Weather Ball, they have to Energy Ball, rather, to knock us out. So I can at least get a shield here, potentially. And then maybe Gourgeist is going to sweep the game. I think Waters or Grounds do make sense with Abomasnow. So I think there is a chance we could have some play. They throw pretty quickly here. I would love it to be like a Weather Ball that doesn't quite knock us out. I'd also be fine with an Energy Ball, but I guess we'll see. Oh, Weather Ball does knock us out. That's Shadow Sharpedo. What am I expecting? Well, we have to shield this up. We have a single Incinerate head start. So it really comes down to what's in the back here. I would love to see like a Shadow Quagsire, but probably not going to. Oh, Digger's Beam. It's on Mudshot, so it does generate energy a little bit quicker than I'd like. But since it is a Digger's Beam, At the very least, it's doing non-stab fire punches. They're not going to hurt that much. Although Seed Bomb doesn't really two-shot here. So I think they might just get to 3 fire punches. And if they get 2 fire punches off into us, there is a chance I just get Powder Snowed down. Yeah, it's not even a chance. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like this game is over. Not the best timing by them, though. Like, the one chance that I have is if I can do one more Incinerate, go for a Seed Bomb, have that knock them out, and then have a move for the Abomasnow. But I don't think this Seed Bomb's quite enough. But, like, I can't throw energy, right? If I throw energy, I instantly lose by Powder Snows, and if I do throw energy... oh, wait. That knocks out? Okay! Hold on. I underestimated Gourgeist. Just a little bit too much. We have the Shadow Ball, it knocks out the Abomasnow, and I was never worried, not for even a second that game. I guess Quagsire doesn't exist. I actually, for some reason, have a Shadow Alolan Golem, that's crazy. Quagsire doesn't exist, but anything else, we have play into. Alright, next opponent. Salazzle into Lantern. Well, shoot, that's not great. Especially if it's on Water Gun, like, this game is so over before it's even started. But honestly, like, it could be worse, somehow. Like, I probably get to 2 Poison Fangs here. And if I get a 3rd Poison Fang, or a 2nd Poison Fang, that is, then maybe I can do enough work here to win this. Okay, no shield, that makes sense. And I get the 2nd one off, okay. Like, again, I don't think I'm in a great spot, but at the very least, I get 2 Poison Fangs, so I get some use out of Salazzle here. And now, I guess it's down to Crustle to try to put in some work. I know that at least Water Gun is not the best fast move in the game, so while I'm going to be taking super effective damage, it's not going to do as much as they might want. They're -2 defense, and these Fury Cutters are doing nothing. I do have to double shield, though. But maybe with this energy lead, I'm going to be in a good spot later on, because I have Rock Wrecker potentially against something. They bring in Licky Licky. And right now, I'm kind of wishing that I had an answer to Licky Licky. Not only am I, like, ABA or triple weak to Lantern, I'm kind of weak to Licky Licky. They do let that go. That's probably a smart play on their end. I don't love that they did that, though. So they're going to go for the Shadow Ball. Like, I have to bank energy and somehow try to roll out this down, but, like, a Shadow Ball is going to do an incredible amount of damage into us. It's going to do an insane amount. It's going to basically one-shot us, probably. Yeah, that hurts. But, I mean, if I get the rollout down, then at least, like, we have some energy now that could maybe put in some work. Like, if they're really weak to Rock-type damage, maybe there's a chance. Probably Lantern comes in, but maybe it doesn't. Okay, it is Lantern. We have the move... Oh! Wait, it's Togekiss in the back. Hold on. Why did they do that? I don't know if that's the best play they could have gone for there. But, like, maybe it's not a terrible play. Unfortunately, I think they might still have us. Because I don't get another move off this game. How is that going to win them the game? That's so sad! Oh, DRE would have won it for us, actually! No! I win this game with DRE! I didn't think I'd actually survive long enough there. At least we have Heracross as an answer to Piloswine. We'll see how this one goes. I mean, we got the Swoobat, we got the Gliscor, we got the Heracross. What else can you really ask for? Lantern in the lead? I don't know, I guess that's kind of fine. It's probably on Water Gun? Yeah. So being on Water Gun makes it a little bit of an awkward matchup here for my Gliscor, potentially. Well, they throw an alignment. Nice. So I get a full counter sneak. I might be able to use that to get to 2 close combats before they can do much else. I'm just realizing now that I probably should have TM'd my Gliscor here, because I think it gets, like, Fury Cutter and Upper Hand. And honestly, that's a pretty decent moveset. But I'm running close combat just for fun. You know, just because, like, why wouldn't you? Oh, they do let that go. Nice. Licky Licky comes in? Wow. Alright. Rock Blast for fun, I guess. Sure, they have to shield, right? They do. Nice. This is scary, but I'm going to bring in my Shadow Gliscor here, because I can survive whatever they throw, and if I get their final shield down, maybe, I don't know, Swoobat closes out the game. They're at 4 right now, so they have a Shadow Ball potentially, or maybe they double Body Slam. It is a Shadow Ball. That's a lot of energy down the drain for them. 3. Okay. Well, let us see what they do here. They likely do shield this, so I could have gone for a bait, but I didn't really want to risk it. Oh, they let that go. So, this is a little bit risky, but now I have to hope that Swoobat is going to close out this game. They did come in licky against my Heracross, though, so there is a chance that Heracross might still have a little bit of play in the backline, even just with fast move pressure. The Swoobat is coming in clutch. It's actually going to do something. Okay. I mean, I don't think this confusion knocks out, so they will land an Aqua Tail into us. But, I mean, Licky's dry. Heracross is still very much alive. And honestly, I might just survive this and get a move off without even needing my Heracross anymore. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, we have the Psychic Fangs. Because I guess Swoobat is just so quick. It's 3-2 pacing. Psychic Fangs easily knocks us out. How did we win this game? I don't know, but I'm here for it. With that, it's a 2-3 set. We dropped down to 30-19, so honestly, very good drop today. Honestly, these kinds of challenges are always so much fun to do, but they are pretty hard to make because these teams, I swear, they are not good. A lot of them were complete garbage. With that said, it's a lot of fun anyway, so I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.